How do we feel about werewolves?
How do I feel about werewolves?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I know they feel good inside of me.
How do we feel about gnolls? We remember them, the hyena people?
Oh, yeah.
I know they feel good inside of me.
Now, how about, what if it's a jackal, but it's the opposite of a werewolf? Let's say hello to the Jackalwere. These started as jackals.
This is
Where's the
a very
jackal?
confusing choice.
It started as a jackal. It was tainted by demonic power and gained humanity instead.
How unfortunate.
They can appear to be fully just a guy. They can also appear to be fully jackals. This art is of their hybrid version. A lot of the art in the monster manual of the shape changes is of the hybrid version. All the shape changes have full one side, full the other side, and hybrid. So a werewolf in your sort of traditional, what you imagine a werewolf to look like, that's the hybrid version. But a werewolf can be a full wolf or a full person as well.
I feel like I could put a collar on this thing and call it a good girl, and it would bark for me.
Absolutely.
I think you're probably right.
Yeah.
Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just
Same.
love that unlike all the other were animals, this one started as the animal instead of as a person. It's just such a weird thing. Also, by the way, these were created by Tasha's boyfriend, the demon lord Grast, who is sort of the horniest, sexiest demon lord. Canonically, Tasha of Tasha's Cauldron of Everything's boyfriend.
It is a very unfortunate situation, but Tasha does in fact have a girlfriend.
Boyfriend. Yeah.
I'm already trying to force fed that demon in my mind.
I mean, Grast has got a stat block in NPMM. Hang on, let me have a look, because a lot of the demons can change their presentation. So I wonder if Grast does.
Either way, Iris is going to make it happen.
Hell yeah, he can! Graz can transform himself at will, appearing in any human-like form that pleases him or his onlookers. New end goal for D&D. Horse Fem the Demon. Sure.
This is a very easy pass. I have seen this thousands of times on the internet, doing all sorts of things to people's souls.
They also often kidnap humanoids for their Lamia masters. We'll get to Lamia in a second, and let me tell you this right now. Hot. Good lord. For those of you having trouble sleeping, they've got a sleep gaze. They look at you, and you just go...
I knew Smash was a great
I feel that
idea.
is useful, but I feel like the sex would be terrible.
Oh no, they can turn it on or off.
Okay, it's an at-will.
It's an at-will thing.
Immediate narcolepsy.
Immediate narcolepsy as you're having sex, yeah. Doggy style only.
Medusa levels. Just no, we're not going to turn you to stone, but we are going to put you in a coma. So avert your eyes whilst we fuck.
No, what are you thinking about this?
Nah.
Smash.
We got
Nah.
a no from KatBat. That's a surprise. You're not into collaring this Jackalwere?
No, this is a really shallow reason. It's the donkey-looking face. I know it's supposed to be like a jackal face, but it's just, no, that's too much like a donkey. I can't do it.
Yeah, the face is not for me.
That's the
It's
disqualifier.
fine.
It's the-
I'm a real shallow bitch.
I know that it's, Jackal bit by a radioactive man. I'm sticking with that. But it's the fact that it's the started from Jackal. I'm just like, no, I don't know. No.
I mean, they're more intelligent than the average human. They've got an intelligence score of 13.
Jesus Christ.
And I was going to say, is this donkey from Shrek?
No.
Intelligence probably ain't.
Donkey from Shrek post-college?
This is literally a dog they gave anxiety to. They took a perfectly good dog and gave it anxiety. Why does that sound like a medical program I'd be involved in?
So basically,
Nick, it's your second PhD.
Jackal was socialized in an anxious room.
Oh, jeez.
I'm a smash on this. KatBat, you're just wrong.
That's okay. I can accept that I'm wrong. I don't need to put anything in this Jackalwere. You can do whatever you want to the Jackalwere. Put whatever you want in as many holes as makes you happy.
Let's go on to what I think is the greatest mistake Wizards of the Coast ever made when it came to creating a playable species.
I was going to say, there's so many things beforehand.
The Kenku.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
That's
sorry,
great.
except one, I forgot, except one. Yeah, this is the worst player law Wizards wrote for 5e, except that one in bold, which is demonstrably worse, because this was for Spelljammer. They wrote a monkey race that has a history of slavery, and I'm like,
yeah, I heard about that.
no, that was worse. That one was worse.
bad.
This is the second
I don't even
worst.
play D&D, and I was like, whoa.
This one is the worst one on a mechanical level. That one was the worst one on a just
ethical
Lore
level.
humanity and ethical level. This one is bad because it means you can't play D&D if you play a Kenku according to the law.
They're not allowed to have any original creative thoughts. They could only follow what other people's ideas.
Yeah.
They can't talk except for words that they've heard within the past 2 weeks.
It's like a fucking budgie bird.
I like the mimicry bit because they can also express themselves using sounds as well. So there are some people who might express boredom by making the sound of a repetitive hammer on an anvil or something like that. That's cool. It's they can't have a single creative thought bit that means you can't fucking play one in D&D unless you just ignore that bit of the lore. It's stupid. It's so stupid.
It's a very bad bit of lore. Now,
Yeah, that's for somebody who just wants to sit in on a campaign.
Yeah.
based on my experiences with playing with Kenku, no.
No.
Yeah,
I'll
I think I'm going to pass.
I'll smash the bird.
The not creative part. I like.
You're cutting out there again.
Mm,
I like creativity in my sex. Mm.
that's bad.
Fair enough. The thing about fucking Kenku is the only sex noises it can make are its ex's or yours.
Mm,
And that is weird.
that is a new level of off-putting. Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's kind of hot.
No,
No? No one else like that?
no.
No, I'm fine, thanks.
I mean,
I
I'll
don't want to
still
hear
smash.
my own stuff repeated back to me because I already have enough of time,
I was going to say,
editing
if you want,
clips.
I was going to say, if you wanted that, you just watch your own stream.
Editing,
Yeah, you should
editing
go fucking
clips
watch
of
your
you
VODs.
orgasming.
I mean, just not even that, just editing clips of anything. I wanted that experience. I just do that.
How often during sex are the noises you make the same as the ones you make on stream? Because I
That's
don't know
not the
about
point.
you,
I don't want to
but I
listen
make
to
different
myself.
sounds on
Question.
stream.
The point is, I don't want to listen to myself at all.
Oh, that's valid. I mean,
sorry,
I edit a lot of my
Sorry.
own videos.
sorry, I only use voice lines for my.
I'm a smash. I'm a smash.
At least it's one reasonable person in this group.
I never
It's
professed
either going to
reasonable.
be their exes or my own sounds. If I'm hearing their exes sounds, all I'm thinking is, yeah, I'm better.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Fair
they'd still
enough,
be with
fair
their
enough.
ex. There's
True.
no other reason
Understandable.
to leave a person. It's
It's
just
just
an
ego.
TV tip. If anyone ever leaves you, it's because you're bad at sex. And that's it.
Don't listen to him, chat. You know better.
Personality. What personality? Only me and Iris agree that we'd smash a Kenku.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
I wouldn't. I like creative sex. That's it. It's a big thing for me.
Should we move over to another player species character that is more popular? The Kobold, for that player who needs constant adult supervision IRL.
Yeah.
My love for the Kobold goes back far and is very extensive. I love these funny little lizards. I love them so much.
So I mentioned before that the Goblin has had a bit of a personality change as D&D goes on. They started off being quite sort of vicious little shits. And now the Goblin identity is much more almost like cozy core, you know? It's a little bit more, they're just, just little guys, They're just normal men, innocent men.
Just innocent men.
Just little guys.
But the Kobold is still very much, it has a bit of that original Goblin aesthetic, but is still very much the Kobold. I don't think the Kobold has changed that much. You get a few, cuddly, cute pictures of Kobolds and that sort of thing, but it's nowhere near to like the extent that Goblin has. I think that's because a lot of the people drawn to the Kobold love being a mischievous little shit.
These guys are chaos incarnate. They are running around having fun, tripping over themselves and each other, all for the chance to have a 20th level adventurer walk in like he owns the place and then use a magical ring to push him off into a bottomless pit.
Yeah, they are probably the cleverest monster that you will face. A Sphinx is smart. These are clever. They are an avenue for the DM to put the most unhinged trap down. Like the most Rube Goldberg sort of machine to kill a player and the character they're playing.
Yeah, so like if you run into kobolds, it'll either be a very easy encounter because they are by far the weakest monster in the monster manual, or it'll be an absolute nightmare that will wipe your 20th level party because these little guys can pull whatever Looney Tunes bullshit they need to.
It's true. They are 1/8 challenge rating. That's the lowest you can possibly get without being challenge rating 0, which is like an actual just normal spider is challenge rating 0. A mouse is challenge rating 0. Kobold is challenge rating 1/8. Most people who've played or run D&D for a little bit are familiar with Tucker's kobolds. If you are going to enter D&D's version of Vietnam, the kobold is going to take you there. They are going to hide. They are going to have the terrain advantage. They are going to have set up traps. You are going to be the wet bandit to D&D's Macaulay Culkin is what I mean. You're gonna walk into Home Alone situation anytime you enter a kobold nest. I think they're incredible. They're really good fun for DMs. They're less fun, I think, for players. I don't know if I want to get into it with a creature where I would have to check orifices for traps.
But
It'll be fine.
Surprise!
Risk it.
I put a mouse trap up my ass.
Any encounter I've seen with kobolds that are used as more than just generic weak enemy have always been fun. Like in Baldur's Gate 3, Latent Act 1, there's a very fun kobold encounter where kobolds have raided a wine cellar of a monastery.
Yes. Oh, it's fantastic.
And if you hit any of these kobolds with fire damage, they explode.
Yeah, because they're
Jesus.
so drunk. It's absolutely absurd. There's like 30 of them in that one room as well.
I was going to say, there's one thing I want to mention on why I hate Smash, and that is pack tactics. I needn't say anymore.
More fun facts about them. Kobolds are considered extremely selfish creatures. However, they are selfish in a way that they see their entire group as basically one individual. So they are very selfless in context of other kobolds, but otherwise extremely selfish in every other context. They genuinely find the greatest pleasure in life by fulfilling whatever role they can to help their kin, their allies.
There's also a variant kobold that is, I think, really cool called the Kobold Inventor. It has on its stat block something called Weapon Invention, and some of them are normal. There's like Acid, Alchemist, Fire, and that sort of thing. But then there's Basket of Centipedes. Scorpion on a stick, skunk in a cage, wasp nest in a bag. And you're like, oh god.
Valid. That's the kind of like hacky shit I love.
They're all perfect.
I know, it's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a smash on these.
One of the most classic kobold traps is to lead adventurers into a tunnel that has like large pits on both sides, and then to seal the tunnel behind them. At the end of like the precarious walkway, there'll be a kobold with a ring of gusts on it, waiting for them to get into range.
Oh, that's perfect.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. That just means they're comfortable with, using tools in the bedroom, making their own toys, coming up with new little tricks. Very creative.
They will have
of scorpions.
No, look at it this way. One of the oldest examples we have of a functional vibrator comes from Egypt, and it was literally a smooth penis-shaped tube that they filled with angry bees.
That is a kobold-ass invention, yeah. Just put the bag of centipedes against your clit. It'll be fine.
What can go wrong?
Just leave them there. Oh.
Don't worry about it. It's
I'm
fine.
turning myself into a pass. No, I'm a smash. I'm a smash.
You're gadgeting yourself out of this.
There's also a very small % chance that a kobold will be born with dragon wings. These are called Urds. They are both heavily respected in their communities and always the ones to be bullied whenever someone needs to be bullied.
The next one, I think both Luke and Iris in particular are going to like this one.
Oh, hello.
Let's get cracking.
Smash.
Yep.
Absolute smash. Cracking those nuts.
Luke.
These things are virtually gods. Note, it does not say older than gods. I wrote it again. Some of them are literally have entire cults that revere them, and they can live for ages and ages and ages and ages.
Unfortunately, Nick has not seen enough anime to know where this is going, but he will soon.
Exactly. He will soon.
They are incredibly intelligent. They have an intelligence score of 22, so that's 10 more than the average human. The charisma is 20 as well, though. So they got game, is what I'm saying. They've got Riz.
Yeah, that is
I don't
surprisingly
like
high
the idea
charisma.
of
Their strength is 30. They're ready to go.
Exactly. That's why I smashed.
A note on scale. You see this little weird beard it's got? You see what that is next to it? That is a shark. They're fucking huge. They are gargantuan monstrosities. They specifically have the Titan keyword because they're that big. They can pull a galleon underwater.
Yeah. What if it has tits?
It would have massive hobbabadonkers.
Humongous hungalonga no no logonga.
Exactly.
Christ, Luke.
I'm sorry, just a sentence that just turned my brain off for a sec. Can you repeat that?
Don't make him repeat that.
What if it had tits?
No, you did say it. Okay.
Yes, I did say it.
Oh, God.
I did specifically say,
Oh,
what
God.
if it had
The real
big
question is,
donkers?
where are we putting those big mommy milkers?
It's absolutely massive hobbabadonkers.
On my face.
That is the only correct answer.
Considering the size, Luke, I guess
That
he
is-
would die real quick.
Like, it would have a Kraken parenting.
Oh, no.
Boo.
I gotta be a smash on this out of curiosity. Like, the blowjob's gonna be terrible, so I might avoid that. But there's gotta be a Krakusi around here somewhere, and I will find it.
I mean, you
Yeah.
just coil one of those big tentacles.
I will find it, and I will swim entirely inside it.
It'd be a Kraken Chrissy.
I could headbutt the G-spot in there.
Yeah, it would be very easy to find.
I don't know. Would it be like, because it's so large, would it be less sensitive? Would you have to really like basically punch
Do you
it?
need like to fill out a confined space entry form before you go in?
Well, it might not even be a confined space with the size of these things. Those tentacles we're seeing at the top, they can wrap around a galleon and pull it underwater.
Fair.
You might just be able to just swim inside.
I'm already turned on. You don't have to keep going.
Are you going to have to get like a pneumatic drill in there to get anything going?
Damn, Nick, I can only get so erect.
You
I am the pneumatic drill. It'll be fine.
get vibration white finger from trying for so long.
Holy shit.
Are we including the hard hand with pneumatic drill?
I'd have a hard helmet somewhere.
Oh,
Health and
boy.
safety.
We're all a smash for the Kraken.
We're all smashing that cracker CS.
Yeah, we're going for the Krakusi or the Krakenus, depending on what we want. The next one, I'm not a huge fan of the monster itself, but I'm a huge fan of the art. I can't say anything about it. I just got to show it to you. Behold.
Oh, this guy.
He's just happy to be here.
So excited to participate.
Oh my, you've chosen me to be on the monster fuckers.
He doesn't have 2 thumbs up, but he just looks like he should have 2 thumbs up.
He wants to.
I see this thing, and for some reason, I think it's dancing to the Malomart theme.
I can see it. I can see
It's
it.
the Kuo Toa.
My favorite thing on this slide is the D&D artist saw evil on the alignment between this and that.
See, what this is, Gary Gygax taking a page out of the book of H.P. Lovecraft's Guide to Racism.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Well, you see, they used to be slaves, but they are not slavers, but they used to be slaves. They used to be slaves to the Illithid, the same people that enslaved literally anyone else in the Underdark. If the Underdark is fucked up, it's always because of the Illithids, the Mind Flayers.
Bloody Illithids.
Yeah, anything bad in the Underdark is because of the Mind Flayers, essentially.
There's a few things here. Just looks like very enthusiastic. It's like, yeah, we're gonna fuck. Self-lubricated. Fuckable, basically.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
smash.
They're all insane. Their minds have been shattered beyond repair by the Illithid. They adopted a religious fervor, inventing gods to protect them against threats. The wild thing is, though, that if enough Kuo Toa believe that a god is real, the energy of their collective subconscious can cause that god to manifest as a physical entity.
What if we make a load of them? Sex.
I like how it just keeps cutting out and just comes into the word sex. What if we made a load of them? Blank. Sex.
What I said was, what if we make a load of them believe in a sex god?
Oh my god. Yes.
Okay.
It would have a very stupid name, though. The most revered god of the Kuo Toa is Blipdulpoop.
What?
That is the name, Blipdulpoop.
Okay.
Someone try to spell that in the comments, and I'll let you know if you're anywhere near close without looking it up. Blipdulpoop.
Worst spelling bee ever.
Well, everyone's thinking about that one. I'm going to put in my opinion here. They look like they should be wearing like
Diapers.
some variant of the
Diapers.
fish fear me, women want me hats, but some like weird, stupid variant. Like fish fear me, women fear me,
I am
or
fish.
whatever. I don't know. Am I wrong?
Blibdlepoop takes the form of a human female with a crawfish head,
So I'm not wrong then.
a crawfish's claws, and an articulated shell covering her shoulders.
Yeah, okay. I'm just going to put fish fear me, women fear me, everything fears me hat on this thing and then call it a day. I ain't smashing it.
No?
Nah.
Wow. Enthusiasm isn't sexy for goggles.
This thing looks like it perpetually just got a joke that was told like an hour ago.
Yeah.
The guy that walks through the office going, I just had sex last night. I just had sex.
Oh my God. You're right. There's enough weird stuff on the description that I didn't put in. One of the other weird things is that they can see dead people.
Are they really enthusiastic about it?
Awesome.
I've already hit smash.
And yeah.
They could also guide you to fuck ghosts.
They could. They could.
Exactly. Don't be afraid of those ghosts. Fuck them.
Jesus Christ.
Help them pass it.
Ghost threesome, and nobody seemed that excited. And Luke is the only one who gets it.
It looks like its Deliveroo just showed up at the door.
Oh boy, Thai food. Good news, everyone. The next one is sexy. Let's have a look at the Lamia. It's
It was great until the last line.
yeah, they do love slaves. These are minions of the Demon Lord Grast.
Look, I've had sexier things for slavery before.
They have specifically on their stat block the word tyrants of pleasure.
Mm.
Nope.
Yeah, the artwork is
No,
bad. The artwork is
Yeah, it's
bad.
really dodgy art.
It's a human woman with lion body. That's the description. The art is
But
just
those are real chonky lion legs.
Mm.
yeah. The art is just
I thought it was bear for a
really
sec.
low quality for some reason in this one picture. We got a lot of yucks. Yep. They're decadent hedonists, and so am I. Also, these are the bosses of the Jackalweres that I mentioned earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
By the way, the
does.
description says Lamia has a beautiful humanoid upper body that merges into a powerful four-legged leonine form. Is it a beautiful upper body? Like, the art is just that bad.
Yeah.
Mm.
There's an attempt here, but I think the shading is too strong. That it's casting like really heavy shadows all over the place, and it just and this hand. What is that? Sorry, did the WikiHow artist draw this one?
Probably.
I'm sorry, whoever made this image, but try again. Fuck's sake.
Oh, we should do a thing where we do D&D art redraws live on stream, and they're none of them are good.
Yes.
Oh my
Oh
god, I can't
God.
draw it all. Yeah, we should do that. I'm seeing a spell list of charm person, mirror image, scrying, suggestion, and gaius. And I'm like,
I'm already
yeah.
pretty gayus.
Yeah, same.
Sorry, it's pronounced gesh, but I see it written as gay ass all the time.
Low-hanging fruit.
It's a low, yeah. I gotta do it. They also have something called an intoxicating touch. So they touch you and you're magically cursed for 1 hour, and until that ends, you are so unwise. She got you acting unwise.
But I can do that
That's
without like
disappointing.
outside assistance.
Unwise.
She got you acting
That's
less wise.
disappointing.
I swear Discord is deciding to just censor you. Are you like 2 miles away from your microphone or something, Luke? 'Cause-
No, I'm actually about 20 centimeters.
well, get even closer.
Lick it.
I'm 2 centimeters from mine. Come on, get right up there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Can you go back like about 5 centimeters, please?
Or ASMR.
I am a smash, despite having Pazuzu in my ear here.
Luke out here trying to sound like he's somewhere in Doom.
I've got makes you do all the wrong things, decadent headness. I'm a smash. That's everything I want.
I'm sorry, I can't be banging slavers.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You know how I said that there's a sort of hierarchy of devils, and that we've not
Yeah.
seen the lowest tier devil.
Oh yeah.
This is what happens when you sin and you die and you go to hell and you're not of any use to the devils. You become a Lemure or Lemure.
A lemur?
No, I was expecting a lemur.
This is a Harkness test failure. I've included it because the unusual circumstance that, of course, if you do get promoted, you'll become a Harkness test pass. But yeah, intelligence of 1.
I'll admit there is nothing going for this creature.
Slime. And
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, I'm a puddle of goo now.
Me too.
It looks like someone put Grimer through an AI art generator. So I was
Oh,
like,
you
make it
mean?
human.
Yes.
Okay, so like I feel like despite how gooey it looks, if you actually touched it, it would feel like sandpaper.
Oh,
Yeah.
like snake skin, but when you rub it the wrong way.
Oh, yeah.
With the two, they're basically unkillable and always in pain. Are they basically just football fans?
yes. They have got a bit of a gammon look about them.
Yeah.
Right?
It's Gammon Grimer. That's it.
For a second, I misheard that as gammon grinder.
Gammon Grimer vote in the form and Brexit.
Like, oh no.
Yeah, I cannot fuck that.
Thanks for the app idea.
No, we
No.
don't need gammon grinder where you go on and you talk about how much you love a pint. Love Manchester City.
I would
no.
rather set
Wait,
myself on
wait.
fire.
This creature is the former Prime Minister of England, Boris Johnson.
I originally put that as the description. I did originally put that as the description.
True.
And I thought maybe I shouldn't put that as the description, but I'm glad you went there because I can't get sued then.
Get sued for hosting it, idiot.
It reminds me too much of just gammons. It just screams like, I'm from Britain.
It
I know
screams,
what's
I
best.
drink special brew.
And this it looks like does. Sorry.
It also
I'm just
screams
telling-
about
this is-
drinking special brew.
We'll go on to someone who's a bit smarter, who's stronger, who's undead, admittedly. The Lich, little Mozart reference there in the subheading.
Nick,
What? He wrote a song called that.
that doesn't mean. That
Yes,
doesn't
it
mean it
does.
excuses it.
Yes, it does. Classical ass lick.
The classical rim job, shall we say.
So the Lich is a wizard who has sought to prolong their life through undead, through turning sort of into a form of
Oh,
undead.
wait, hold on.
The funniest thing, of course, is that you can prolong your life instead by becoming a druid and getting to high level. Like 20th level druids, they don't die, they don't age. Lamau, you chose the wrong subject. This is how wizards do it. They become a lich. They're not all evil, although the monster manual will say any evil alignment on the lich. Lichdom is a way to just stay alive forever and ever and ever.
I like their fashion sense.
They do be styling.
I'd much rather not get fingered to death to pass.
You don't want to get fingered until you have a little death.
I mean, that's a
Um,
great way to die. I'd love to be fingered to death.
Yeah, no, I quite like staying alive, thank you.
As I said before, living is optional. And I think this kind of proves it.
Obviously, also the most famous D&D villain of all time is a lich, Vecna, as seen on Stranger Things. Yeah, can get it. Hot, extremely hot.
Okay, next Smash Pass.
I'm a smash. Absolutely.
Hey.
They've spent so long learning how to best please me. Like, they've might have been alive for a millennia. Imagine the tips they picked up.
You're right, Nick, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure you could get the same feeling from a lich by going to the Halloween section at your local store and picking up a plastic skeleton. It would all feel the same.
Oh my god, you're
Now,
right.
would it be the 12-foot skeleton?
Yes.
Ooh.
We're size monarchs here. Should we go to a rare, non-underdark Gary Gygax's Guide to Racism?
Good lord, is that allowed?
A famous one, though. The lizard folk. They're pretty hot. The lizard folk are interesting because they will eat people.
And not just eat you out.
Not just eat you out, they'll just consume you.
Lich. Yeah. I think I'll pass.
A lot of the things I've hit Smash for would also eat humans.
True.
But would that be explicitly eating humans, or?
I think there's few sapient humanoids that would eat other humans.
I am allured by those thick thighs.
They are
They
thick.
are thick thighs. They do. They
are
might not actually save lives in this case.
One of two things will happen. Either it'll consume my head or those tight.
Witch head.
Oh. Mm.
Yeah, that was my thought.
I mean,
Also, they can't be frightened.
they're
They're
likely
just immune to that.
they're likely to consume my head and the rest of me.
They're also, like xenophobes. But they love making jewelry, so...
doesn't change.
Yeah, the likelihood of me getting like a pretty necklace or something out of this alive is pretty minimal, so I'm gonna go with.
Here's the thing. No, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna say that.
Wow.
Is it that bad that it's kind of TOS bad?
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's bad enough that I don't want it on my permanent record.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean,
I'm
this
a
would
smash.
record it.
The Lizardman can absolutely get it. Purely on can hold their breath for 15 minutes, which is just as long as I need.
Oh, I was going to make
Well,
a joke about a lusty Argonian maid
2 seconds.
enthusiast.
Oh yeah, that's a very good point. The lusty Argonian maid. Hell yes, smash.
Fun fact about Argonians in the Elder Scrolls. Despite having breasts, Argonians do not produce milk at all. They have evolved to grow breasts specifically because it is more attractive to other humanoid species.
The Elder Scrolls lore is so weird. I love it.
It really is.
I want to know who was sitting around going, you know what? I'd better make sure that these tits are entirely sexualized.
How do we justify the lizard titties
There is quite literally no
and not make it
in
weird?
lore, there is no other reason they exist.
It's true. They're also part tree and can get HRT from them.
What?
Oh yeah. Argonians are born without souls, and instead you have to bring a completely soulless newborn Argonian to a hiss tree so the hiss can break off part of its soul to give to the Argonian baby.
What the fuck?
Elder Scrolls is fucking weird.
It also means that
Yeah.
Argonians
Yeah.
cannot procreate in anywhere that there are not hiss trees somewhere.
Can't get it up without a tree nearby, just like me.
And that's why I have a Christmas tree up every day of the year.
Oh boy.
I think we've decided I'm a smash. Most people were passes on this.
Yep.
Filthy. 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 Filthy.